Happy Sabbath, kindergarten class. How are you today? I hope you're fine and you're very happy. Welcome to lesson 10, which has the topic a special supper. I hope you guys love food and you love supper like I do. Alright, our memory text comes from John chapter 13, verse 1. Let's open the palms of our hands and do the verse together. It says, He loved His own who were in the world. Let's do the verse together again. John 13, verse 1. He loved His own who were in the world. Well done. Alright, so now we're going to learn about what Jesus did during this special supper. We wash our hands before every meal and before we eat anything. I'm sure now we all know how to wash our hands because we've been washing our hands and sanitizing them during this corona period. A long time ago, Jesus helped His friends wash before supper, but it wasn't their hands He was concerned about. Peter, Jesus said quietly, "Take John with you and go into the city. Look for a man carrying a jar of water and ask him where we will eat the Passover supper this evening." Peter and John soon found the man Jesus had described. The man showed them a large upper room where everything was ready. Even a large jar of water and a basin and towel for washing their feet had been provided. But something was missing. Usually, a servant washed everyone's feet before this special meal. But there was no servant. Each of Jesus' helpers looked forward to having their feet washed. Dusty roads and warm weather had made their feet tired and dirty. Soon, Jesus and the rest of the disciples came and sat at the table. Peter decided he wouldn't say anything about not having a servant, and the rest of Jesus' friends didn't mention it either. No one wanted to do the work of a servant. Then Jesus stood up. Without saying a word, He took off his coat. He wrapped a towel around his waist and poured some water into the basin. Then Jesus began to wash His friends' feet. Quietly, He moved from one to another. Most of the disciples were embarrassed. They remained silent. They knew Jesus was the Son of God. They knew they should be washing His feet, but no one moved to help. When Jesus finished, He sat down. "Do you understand why I washed your feet?" He asked kindly. The disciples listened closely. "I am your teacher," Jesus said. "I am your Lord, and I am giving you an example of how to treat other people. Serve others, help people, act as I do." Jesus smiled as they nodded their heads. The disciples did understand, and they would always remember. Then Jesus broke some bread into pieces and gave some to each of His friends. He took the grape juice and passed it to everyone. He told them that the bread was to represent His body and the grape juice His blood. "Take this and eat," He said. "Do this to remember me." Today, when you see people washing each other's feet and eating and drinking the special bread and juice in church, it is to remember Jesus' unselfish life and death on the cross. He wanted His disciples to treat others with love as He did, and He wants us to treat others with love too. Surely, the love of Jesus is so wonderful. Don't forget the memory text. Let's do it one more time. John 13, verse 1. He loved his own who were in the world. Happy Sabbath. Bye.